Okay, today I am going to show you how to make one of these little flowers. I've attached them to singles. This is pretty much the only reason why I would just make a single flower instead of a little flower cuff. I will be posting a video on how to make a flower cuff sometime, hopefully soon. It's totally different than making just a little flower like this. But anyway, this is super simple, probably the simplest thing you can do next to making a single. You just need your beads. You need 6 beads of your outside color and 1 middle bead. And you need some string. You can use fishing line, you can use elastic, but after a while the elastic starts to stretch out and it looks kind of weird, so I prefer to use stuff that doesn't have elastic in it. This is beading cord. I accidentally picked it up a while back, not knowing that it didn't have elastic in it, but I didn't want to return it, so I've been slowly using it up with little things like this. Anyway, to make this flower, you just take 2 beads, put them on your string, then you put your strings together like this, and you put on your middle bead, and you can kind of adjust it if your beads go a little weird. But then you take your strings apart again, and you put 1 bead on each string. So you've got it like this. And then at this point, I will tie a couple knots. If it goes a little wonky, you can adjust it. But I just tie a couple knots so that it's nice and tight. So it looks like this. Then all you do is you take one side and put it through one of the beads that you just strung on, and then you put a bead on your string and put your string through that next bead there. And you do the same on the other side. So it should look like this. And then you just tie it off nice and tight. And you can hide your knots a little bit, like I'm kind of doing, by sticking them inside of a bead. But I generally don't bother. I know it looks prettier, but I don't know, it's just not something I do. And then when you're finished tying it, you just snip off the ends. And let's see, I'll snip them off a little closer. And there you have your little tiny flower. This, again, is super easy to make. It barely takes any time or string. And you can attach them to Kandi, like I've done here. That's really the only reason I would just make one flower. But anyway, I hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.